London, where we just got back from
Oman.
It was amazing, so amazing that we want to share with you how great it is.
Yeah, you should go. Definitely one of my top 5 holidays I've ever been on. For people like us that, you know, are very inspired by the landscape, like there was just so many beautiful things to take pictures of.
Terrifies me when he stands that close to the edge.
I had always wanted to kind of see the Arab world, the Arabian Peninsula. Wasn't really kind of turned on to the idea of like something like Dubai or Abu Dhabi, these kind of like large cities. And I was hoping for something a little more, you know, a little more wild and a little more different than a city like we live in now.
And the people were so welcoming, wanted to make sure that we were having a great time.
How's Oman?
Oman is lovely.
Lovely? Thank you.
Love it. We love it.
Thank you.
We love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes like people wanted to get pictures with us that we just met on the street.
Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
They finally realized Katie is a full-blown celebrity, huh?
Oman, approximately the size of the US state New Mexico.
Yeah, so it's a pretty substantial country.
We did kind of a road trip all around the country.
I say we'd stuck to like the eastern third of the country, mainly moving up and down north and south along the coast, and then moving in a little bit central and up through the mountainous region.
Which was epic because there are so many facets to this country.
Yeah. Mountains reminded me of the American Southwest, and then like incredible beaches and coasts that remind me of the Caribbean.
And desert that reminded me of no place I've ever been before. Maybe Mars, I don't know.
Yeah, coolest, best night sky I've ever seen.
So let's hop in.
Cool.
Day one.
We flew into Muscat. We came on an overnight flight, so we were pretty zonked. Picked up our car, and you're in Muscat. We had a day there, and you know, it's the city. Let's go explore. Let's stay awake. So we drove over to a place called Mutrah Souq. It's like their big kind of open air market full of traders and stalls.
Souq means market, so
Yeah.
you'll see souks all around in their marketplaces. It was really cool, and they were like cleaning the souk while we were there, and just water just like freely flowing like rivers through these like little windy paths of the souk.
Yeah, so it's cool. You kind of can get lost in there. You know, it smells amazing. Frankincense.
Frankincense
yeah.
everywhere.
It's one of the, you know, like historically, like the big thing that Oman kind of built its empire on, and we brought some back. So we're gonna go scuba diving tomorrow. I need to do something about this thing, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Had one of like the most affordable and also most deluxe kind of barber experiences I've ever had, and you went and found
some bread makers. Then I got a handful of those to go.
Yeah, those kind of lived in the car with us all week. But I think both of those experiences set the tone for like, okay, everyone here is super friendly. All thanks to this gentleman.
Good job.
Wandered out and got some dinner, right?
Yeah, so the spot Old Turkish had a really good labneh pizza, which we highly recommend.
Yeah.
One of the best bites of kind of the whole trip.
Yeah. You'll get more like restaurant fare in Muscat. Once you get out into the rest of the country, it's a little more like what you see is what you get.
Okay, so you might be thinking, why did you guys go to a place called Old Turkish, like a Turkish restaurant, your first night in Oman? And that is easily explained. Would you like to explain the population of Oman?
It's a very like kind of transient, immigrant, open, kind of melting pot country in its own way.
And the food scene definitely reflects that. Day 2, we woke up pretty bright and early to go scuba diving.
Yeah, mouj marina. It's where all the kind of snorkel and scuba diving outfitters run out of. We booked with Omanta Scuba. You know, the water clarity was okay. It wasn't like Caribbean or like Hawaiian where you've experienced.
Although the water temperature was like the Caribbean or Hawaii. The water temperature was fantastic.
Which is really good for her.
I get cold easily.
It's pretty cold. There's just so many moray eels.
Yeah. So a sea turtle. Saw lionfish.
Very spiky. Cuttlefish. The dive spot was called the Aquarium. It was beautiful. It was a good day in the water. I love the ocean, so it was a really, really cool opportunity. Apparently, it's a really good place to see whale sharks. We didn't see any, but probably because we were in the wrong time of the year.
After we went scuba diving, then we hit the road. We went south.
There's like the one main kind of route. I think it's Route 17, and it runs kind of north-south around the East Coast. We went down to this kind of like harbor town called Sur. Stopped there for dinner. Had some really good Indian food.
Special paneer.
Special paneer.
Paneer is so good.
And then kept going another 45 minutes. Found our Airbnb kind of in the middle of this like kind of deserty coastal spot called Ras al Hadd. It had amazing hosts and
it was really close. It was within walking distance to that beach. A big thing in that area is sea turtles. And you can spot sea turtles. So we went on a nighttime walk.
Yeah, hopefully hoping to see some come up to lay their eggs at night on the beach.
Which we didn't see, but we saw a lot of really fresh tracks.
So then we woke up and that was Christmas morning.
Yeah, Christmas Day.
I believe for Christmas I got you a private beach.
So that was our Christmas morning, and then we had to pack up and hit the road again because we had things to do.
Yeah, I think you might be getting a pattern here from us. We headed to the desert.
Yes, which means sand, which means we drove through sand.
I will admit I got a little confused on how to get there, and there was a little bit of language barrier, and me kind of being the foolhardy adventurer that I am, when the guy said, yeah, you just drive that way, I drove, 30 minutes that way into the sand and got stuck in a sand dune. Like there was no roads, we were just following camel tracks and stuff like that.
So we got bailed out of the sand. Do you like how helpful I've been throughout all this? And we made it to this desert camp, which was literally in the middle of the desert.
There are all these kind of like, based on the idea of the Bedouin lifestyle living in the desert, and then they've kind of like luxuried them up a little bit so that people like us will want to do it.
Like a bit of glamping style.
Had a lovely dinner that they served and cooked for us. We kind of sat by the fire and saw some of the most incredible stars.
Just like looking up at the sky, it was unreal.
Went to bed because we need to get up early to see the sunrise.
This is cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. Some of the just like the most like it felt like you were in a painting.
I know we're in the desert, but it gets really cold at night. And in the morning, it's still chilly. And the sand is really cold, so we have to burrow our feet in when we're standing. And that's where the warmer sand is.
Yeah, the ground is freezing.
Then by like 10 o'clock in the morning, you're like taking everything off because the sun's out and it's so hot. But then we got back on the road.
Got back on the road.
Oh, camels and donkeys and goats.
Just like camels walking around. I didn't get my camera out fast enough, but next time I'm gonna catch those camels. Oh my gosh, Connor's pointing. Wait, there are more camels.
Hi, buddy. Every time we passed one, I was like, oh my God, this is awesome.
She loves camels. They're pretty cool. I raised llamas as a kid, so maybe I was a little less enthused.
He's not impressed. I was impressed.
So we hit the road, listened to some good tunes, ate some of that bread, and then
And some tahini that I got. I just like dipped the bread in tahini. Best road snack. To the mountains.
This does not make Connor nervous at all. Passenger Katie, on the other hand, there's nothing stopping us from tumbling down this mountain, save Connor's fantastic driving skills.
And we found this incredible Airbnb. There was this old village that this family that had lived there for how many years?
300 years?
Yeah, like 300 years. And as their country's modernized, they'd kind of come into some money and moved across the valley and built modern houses and left their kind of like ancient stone village and had converted it all into guest houses for people like us.
This feels kind of unreal. We're about to stay at an Airbnb in the mountain.
This guest house, these accommodations were really cool, literally like on the side of a cliff.
You're gonna like scramble over rocks down through a valley and then up the other side and you get to this little house.
And then we took a little hike just around that mountain, really neat, just guys like herding their goats and talking to each other from cliff tops.
The call to prayer like echoing over the valley was really, really cool.
And the donkeys like nagging.
I don't know, I still can't really compare, like the desert was the most beautiful thing I ever saw, or was the mountains? I don't know. Went for a little starlit hike, saw the stars again. We had a day of adventures to do the next day.
Hello, 7 a.m. bright and early at Nizwa Souq.
Yeah, let's go buy a goat.
All right, cool, I'm game.
Every Friday they do a livestock market.
So everyone from like basically as far as across the entire country brings their livestock to this market to sell and trade. And you know, if you want to buy a goat, you want to buy a baby kid, get a goat, or you want to buy a cow, like this is the place to do it. And it starts first thing in the morning.
It was a really unique experience.
She almost bought a goat.
I was this close. No, but I do love me some kids. So.
Oh! I found a goat. I'm taking him home.
Then we wandered the rest of the souk, saw all the produce.
Goats and rabbits and vegetables and guns and sofas. You can buy everything at the souk. It's great. It's like Walmart, but so much better.
We got to see the world famous Halwa.
George Bush, he was here I think 2 months ago, and he visited this place and he tasted this halwa. All people from around Oman, they come to get halwa from Nizwa, from a Saifi halwa. It's very good for healing the broken bones.
That's amazing.
And stuff, yeah, and it's very famous.
Hello.
So also we have with honey, with fig, with walnuts.
Walnut.
Like it?
Yeah, it's delicious.
And then after the Nizwa Souq, we met up with
Our buddy Yunus.
Yunus. What's up, dude?
As a guide we met online, and then he actually picked us up that day and then drove us to Jabal Akhtar, some villages there, and we met up with Ali.
Don't worry, we'll meet up with Yunus again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ali showed us around all these little, old, really ancient villages.
We are going to hike in 3 villages, which are called Al-Aqar and Al-Ain and Al-Sharij.
Yeah, and it was really cool just to see the way that they like farmed on the cliffside and the way that they kind of moved water in, the falaj, the ancient irrigation that they still use. He was a cool guy. He showed us how to put on our Arab headdresses.
Do 1 round?
We asked him if we could do first, and then he did it for us. That was really cool.
No, okay, I think. You are Bedouin now.
Show it off.
Bedouin now.
Show it off. And I was like, I haven't really seen women wearing this kind of headwear. Is it okay that I'm wearing this? He was like, yeah, you can wear it, totally fine.
Breaking gender barriers everywhere.
Yeah, that's right.
Tomboy.
You look so beautiful.
You just said I look beautiful. Aw, Ali.
And then he took us to this really like kind of ancient ruins of a village, Wadi Bani Habib. That was pretty cool. That's where we kind of figured out Habibi and Habibiti.
He's my Habibi.
Habibiti. She loves a nickname.
Ali also took us to his own farm, which was really cool.
We broke vegetarian that day because like the thing you're supposed to have in Oman is shua.
Shua. This was cooked underground. No big deal.
Falls off the bone. It was so good. We had mutton.
Woke back up a little less early this morning. We didn't have to go buy goats. And met back up with Yunus. He met us in this really, really cool kind of river bank that led into a wadi. So wadi is basically valley there. There's tons of them, and they're kind of like a really attractive, it's kind of historically like where the water is all congregated in a pretty dry place, and so that's where a lot of like life and agriculture and things happen.
Last day in Oman, we're in Muscat. We went to see the Grand Mosque.
Yeah, so like one of the kind of iconic sites in Muscat is the Grand Mosque. It was built, it was a gift from their now deceased Sultan to the people.
Recently deceased Sultan, and he was really beloved, and he was really quite sick when we were there just not that long ago.
It was an incredible sight to behold. The world's second largest carpet in the main prayer hall. It used to be the first, and then I think Abu Dhabi like outdid them.
I did have to cover being a woman, so just heads up, if you're a woman and you go visit, bring a scarf.
You go at certain hours of the day. There's obviously prayer time, and then in the morning, I think from like 8 or 9 until like 11 a.m., that's when it's open to tourists. It's pretty busy, but it's definitely worth it.
We squeezed in one last little mini road trip.
Wadi Shab, everyone along our way is like, oh, you gotta go see it.
There's no other way to get there aside from hopping on this little boat. So you do have to pay just a little bit.
It's this like trickling river of like clear blue water, and you hike in, and then once you reach a point, you kind of have to hike swim.
All right, last day in Oman.
Last day, our flight out is tonight, but we're packing in one last adventure. And this is the most people that we've seen
Yeah.
since
yeah.
we've been in Oman.
Yeah.
After
there's
we,
just, like tons of people here.
it's a happening spot.
We gotta go find a waterfall in a cave, but we gotta swim to get there.
We gotta swim there.
It's like you have to swim this like really narrow.
Yeah, like really narrow. Then we left.
Yeah, we left.
Hopped on a plane, waved goodbye to Oman.
Yeah.
It was a really great trip, and you should go.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the one conclusion you take away from this video is that, wow, Katie and Connor really have a lot of rambling enthusiasm about the country of Oman. It's true. You should go. You should check it out. It's beautiful. It's safe. The people are really friendly, and I think the more people from our parts of the world experience that parts of the world,
The better.
yeah.
And if you want more rambling enthusiasm about things, don't forget to subscribe to this channel.
Don't forget to keep it quirky.
Don't forget to keep it quirky, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!
Bye.